I greet all BIAFRANS and all lovers of freedom, unity, and development. This is from the movement of BIAFRANS in Nigerian national orientation, and we intend to respond to some pertinent national issues that we have encountered within Nigerian states in recent times. We take note of the fact that on the 3rd of May of this month, Nigerians woke up to once again another very confusing and very despicable news about the federal government of Nigeria negotiating with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, to give them the sum of 100 billion naira to stop insecurity in parts of the northern states of Nigeria, to stop insecurity in terms of killings, banditry, and kidnapping, and some other kinds of insecurity. And the federal government team was led by the Minister of Interior of Nigeria, Abdul Raham Dambaza. And the negotiation started with the cattle breeders demanding for 160 billion, while the federal government insisted on giving them 100 billion to be able to stop insecurity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great insult and an exposure of the real security situation of Nigeria. Some time ago, we have come up to accuse the federal government of being aware that the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association was an armed terrorist group that was attacking communities in the name of cattle breeders and cattle raiders, attacking communities, destroying people in Benue State, destroying people in Taraba State, destroying people in Anambra State, destroying people in Enugu State, in Imo State, in Abia, in all parts of the country. But some people called us names. Some felt that we were just being ethnic bigots who are attacking innocent individuals, innocent who had not done anything wrong. Some felt that the people coming the federal government itself, through different officials of the government, claimed that the attackers were coming from Niger Republic, the attackers were coming from Chad, coming from foreign countries like Libya, and so on and so forth. Now, when the federal government intends to pay Miyetti Allah 100 billion to secure Nigeria, where does Miyetti Allah intend to get arms from? Is Miyetti Allah a licensed arm carrier in Nigeria? Is he a licensed federal government security organization? Does Miyetti Allah have any legal power to bear arms to secure the country in any way? The truth which had been hidden has now come to the open. The claims that Miyetti Allah was not an armed group but mere cattle headers who are just doing their business has come to the open now. The federal government is aware, is conscious of the fact that Miyetti Allah is an armed terrorist group. And that is the reason why the budget being made out to be paid to Miyetti Allah is even higher than the budget made out for the Nigerian police force itself. It's an insult to this country. What this simply means is that some individuals, a very little clique, are simply toying with the future of this country, toying with the sensibility of the rest of us in this country. When the rest of us, including especially those of us from Biafra land, means nothing to them. We take note of the fact that sometime last year, the former Inspector General of Police gave an order for the disarming of all properly licensed individuals in different parts of the country, especially in the southern part of the country and the middle belt. That individuals who have been properly licensed to hold arms to defend themselves for their self-defense purposes, properly designated arms like the pump-action rifles, should be disarmed, and they should all return their arms to the Nigerian police. So that the method of community policing, which have been very effective in protecting our people from attackers, from invaders, will now be warded off, so that members of the FULANI cattle headers, in this case, very properly represented by the Mieti Allied Cattle Herders Association, can attack and destroy our people. Ladies and gentlemen, we Biafrans shed tears. We feel so bad at the shameful act of the federal government of Nigeria. This very shameful act must be called to order. It is time that the federal government calls itself to order, but I don't know who else will do that if they don't do it to themselves. Call the officials to order. 100 billion. My good people, if 100 billion is to be shared out to 200 million Nigerians, assuming we are up to 200 million as we usually claim to be, each individual, including babies, we have to give the sum of 500 naira. You can press your calculator and check that. The money might look very small when you just mention it. When you look at the velocity, if you share it out to all the families in Nigeria, assuming that every family has 4 persons, each family will get up to 2,000 naira. In Nigeria, 2,000 is enough to feed an average family for nearly 1 week. There are families who don't make up to 2,000 naira a week. Of course, at 18,000 naira minimum wage, no individual makes 2,000 naira a day. At 30,000 naira minimum wage, the individual simply makes 1,000 in every single day. Therefore, you now understand the implication of giving out 2,000 naira to an average Nigerian, a poor and wretched average Nigerian. The current Inspector General of Police gave us a figure that in this year alone, Nigeria has lost 1,071 persons and 685 kidnapped. Only in 2009 alone, 19 alone, which is less than 5 months, just about 4 months. And this figure is as at the date of this in which it was given. Because people are killed and people are kidnapped on a daily basis, even since after that particular figure was given out. My good people of Nigeria, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, it is time we rise up against this brigandage. It's time we rise up against this destruction of our national pride, the sovereignty of a country. We Biafrans feel ashamed being part of Nigeria that is running the way it is being managed. Where an armed terrorist group is being invited by federal government, sitting on a round table. You know who are involved in the destructions. You know who are involved in the insecurity. Maybe instead of bringing them to book, prosecuting the individuals and charging them to the appropriate course, you prefer to call them to a round table and settle them with a sum of 100 billion. We have not forgotten that Boko Haram terrorists who were arrested and placed in Nigerian prisons were released and recruited into the Nigerian army. This recruitment is still going on a daily basis. It's going on even through the hidden. These are people that are radicalized in the Boko Haram. What basis? What is the basis of recruitment into the Nigerian army? What is the basis? That they were Boko Haram terrorists. You now understand why terrorism cannot end in Nigeria. Because even the Nigerian army itself is infiltrated by Boko Haram terrorists. Boko Haram terrorists have joined the Nigerian army as members of the army. So that even before the army can make any move, the secrets that are not supposed to be leaked out to the terrorist groups are already in the hands of the terrorists. Because the ranks and files of the army contain Boko Haram members. The federal government must have to tell Nigerians the truth. The federal government must have to stop treating security matters with kid glove. The fundamental demand of Nigerians from their government is security. We can provide so many things for ourselves. Given individuals contributing, they can even build a road for themselves. But fundamentally, we need security. So that we can have a conducive environment to do our businesses. Have a conducive environment to run our country. We should stop using the police in a situation whereby we have kidnapping going on every day. Where people are being abducted and kept and killed. Where people are being attacked and killed every day. Our police is very busy hiding and chasing after prostitutes and handing them into prisons. Yes, prostitution may be an illegal business, but is this more fundamental as the job of the police currently to chase prostitutes? When there are kidnappers to be chased, when there are armed robbers to be chased, when there are terrorists everywhere to be chased. Why is it that even the DSS itself, the Directorate of National Security, when the prostitution become a core security issue in Nigeria, when the prostitution become the cause of kidnapping, is the prostitution the cause of armed robbery? Is it the cause of terrorism in Nigeria?
And the DSS will spend very precious time that should be used for national security in arresting prostitutes and handing them into prisons. Fellow Nigerians, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I think it's time for us to stand up and begin to speak out to defend the sovereignty of this country and to demand for the self-determination. This is the major reason why we demand for self-determination in Biafra, because we Biafrans are ashamed of the situation of Nigeria. We are ashamed of the approach of Nigerian government. We are ashamed of Nigerian government's refusal to be sensitive to the needs of Nigerians. I salute you all.